For Christmas this year, I received some beautiful transfers, and I just love what they've done for my crafting abilities. So I'm super excited to share with you today that I found an easy and affordable way to make my own transfers, and I'm going to share that with you today. My name is Angie. Welcome to LOV Crafting and DIY. Be sure to subscribe if you love crafting and DIY too. Okay, let's get started. First, I have this piece that I picked up from Hobby Lobby on clearance, and I'm going to paint it. And once it has completely dried, I can apply my transfer that I created. Okay, so here's the magic trick. I'm going to use freezer paper that I got from Walmart. I'm going to cut out the same size as a piece of paper. So to do that, I just use a piece of cardstock paper and trace around it. Then I simply cut the freezer paper out so that it is the same size as the cardstock. Then I'm going to attach the freezer paper to that cardstock. It is important that the shiny side of the freezer paper needs to be showing because this is what we're going to print onto. I use 3 pieces of double stick tape along the top or bottom side of the paper. When I put my paper in my LaserJet printer, I make sure that the taped end is what enters into my printer first, and that will be printing onto the butcher paper, not on the cardstock. Okay, now, when I go to print my printable, which by the way is free, over on my blog, I'll leave a link below. I changed my paper setting to extra heavy glossy since I'm using cardstock with glossy butcher paper. Now that this piece is completely dry and I have my transfer made, it's time to apply it onto my piece. First, I remove my butcher paper from the cardstock, and I like to cut off the excess paper around the graphic so that I can more easily see where I want to place it. By the way, this graphic I made available on my blog comes with 2 graphic options, one regular graphic and one mirrored. So if you do decide to use this transfer method that I'm using today, be sure that you use a mirrored graphic. And do me a favor, if you love freebies like I do, tap that thumbs up button for me. Now, because I use a LaserJet printer, I will need to apply Podge directly onto the transfer image. And if you use an inkjet, no worries, keep watching. You can still use this transfer just without the Podge. And I have added some helpful hints for you over on my blog post as well. I rub this down really well. Then I used my heat gun over the entire graphic to get it nice and hot. A blow dryer really should be sufficient here. I let my piece sit to allow the Mod Podge to dry for about an hour or so. Now for the exciting part. I'm so excited to have this transfer work so well. I've seriously tried other DIY transfers, and this is by far the best way I have found to do it. I'm so excited. If you know someone who could benefit from this video, I hope that you will share it with them. And if you want to see more of my DIYs, inspiration, and more freebies, be sure to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out. See you next time.